wonderful!
This is the Good Bit Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. It is now or never here on the Good Bit, episode number 29, and the boys are back. The boys are back. This is going to be fabulous, ladies and gentlemen, because what time is it? 1:05. This is the Good Bit Podcast, episode number 29. Can I have this dance? No. Start something new. Get your head in the game. There will be hundreds of puns in this episode because this is your very special High School Musical edition. Hello again, everybody. My name is Chris Moffat. I will be your host and your team captain for today's events. And I'm joined one more again by my boy, Dia Beethoven Ewan Ferguson. Hello! Also joined by sexy nips herself, it's Leanne.
Hello!
Hello! This is the Good Bit, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to my two favourite guests.
Always.
Or two favourite co-hosts.
Stop it,
You say I say that all the time. I don't. I just say it when you're on.
I know.
Oh man, revealing all. What are you doing?
I'm moving them books so I can.
So you can. I think we're gonna like it's an armrest. So you're sitting like that the whole time. So
I'll
we
do one day.
should explain. I don't know if we have to, but we're going to do it anyway. This isn't the first time we're doing this episode. We did this episode. We did a double whammy of recordings when we recorded episode 26, which was about it.
What was it about?
It was about it, and we did a double recording, and then the it one was the only
It was
one.
about
that was
it. You're such
Still
a...
getting confused.
What was it about?
So
Sorry.
my goal was to sync up the two different sound clips, and the it one kind of worked, but I had difficulty, and I thought, okay, maybe it's just because it was that clip, but I managed it. And then I did the High School Musical one and started editing it, and it was just like, I can't be bothered going through the hassles of it, and it just, the mics were all out of sync and stuff like that, and I thought, I don't have a proper editing suite there to work with it, so I thought, you know what, let's just do it again, and we're going to use the one microphone. So hello everybody, using the Yeti mic. Yeti! We're going to talk about High School Musical today, and I think that's maybe a little, I don't know, weird for some people to think, what the fuck, they're doing a High School Musical episode? Yes, we are. And what we're going to do is we're going to break down... Oh.
Did you
My
see?
seat, damn it. Oh no, I don't even notice. We're going to talk about the three films, the High School Musical trilogy. We're going to talk about our favourite songs from the trilogy and what the High School Musical movies mean to us. So, before we get started, how are you lads? Are you okay?
Yeah, good.
What are you up to?
Pardon me.
Not much.
Sorry.
As a fib, Leanne, I know you've been up to a lot because you, this past week, were seeing the big HS Harry Styles in Glasgow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Oh, it was incredible. He was so pretty and handsome, and I cried a little bit.
Where was it? The Armadillo?
Yes.
The Armadillo.
That.
And was
Armadillo.
that good? Was it a lot
Yeah,
of...
it was good. We had really good seats. We were in front of the balcony.
Nice.
So it was just brilliant. It was really good. Puts on a good show, does Harry.
So he did every song from his solo
He
album.
did every song from his solo album. He sang a song he wrote for somebody else. I can't remember who it was for. And he did Stockholm Syndrome by Wendy.
Okay.
And he did What Makes You
I
Beautiful.
was going to say, I think I saw that in your Snapchat.
Yeah, and he did a cover of The Chain by Fleetwood Mac.
Lovely.
It was so good.
Yeah, where'd you go back and see him?
He's coming back in,
April?
I think so. I'm
Yeah.
going at the
My
Hydro this
sister's
time.
going to see, yeah. So she was gutted that she couldn't get to go see
Mm-hmm.
him alone, but she's going to see Niall in March and then Harry in April.
Nice.
So it's a good shift. How about you, Yubo? How are you?
How are you,
You
Bo?
know,
Yeah?
just recovering.
Wee bit hungover?
A wee bit, yeah.
Yeah. That's alright.
Yeah, I was at a rave.
Last night?
Last night I was at a rave. Not right now.
Yeah.
No.
How was that?
Interesting. I've never been to a rave before.
What do you do at a rave?
Just dance.
Dance.
And
That's just a normal night for you then.
yeah, it wasn't. It was kind of like, I don't know. It was a big warehouse, and the theme was like Tron, like the Tron Legacy films.
Okay.
Like those films. That was the theme.
Yeah.
So it was all like electro
Yeah.
music. It was quite cool. There was lots of lasers and stuff. but yeah, it was just like a big dance floor basically.
When I think of a rave, I think of that sort of doom, doom, doom music.
Yeah.
I also think of lots of flashing lights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Was it
that's-
just that? Like,
that is exactly what
your
you would think
stereotypical
it is.
rave? Cool.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you're here because last time you were on was the last episode when we talked about Thor
Yes.
Ragnarok with Ian Grieve. So
Not
big
that
thank
long
you to Mr. Grieve for joining us on that occasion. If you haven't checked that episode out, you can. You can! Here on iTunes, Podomatic, YouTube in the future. If you listen to this on YouTube, then we are in the future. So I hope the cars and that can fly now. Okay, so I don't want to waste too much time here because I feel like we were just stalling last time because we were worried that we weren't going to have enough to talk about. And it turns out we almost had too much to talk about.
Yeah.
It's a bit rubbish though because we have done this before, so I'm not going to be surprised by, because it was really interesting for me to ask you about when you first watched it and
Yeah.
that sort of thing. But I'm just going to pretend it never happened. So
I'm gonna make it up as a new
make up a new story. That's cool. That's good with me.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about either. I'll tell you what we're talking about. High School Musical.
Oh,
The
interesting.
trilogy of Disney Channel original movies that came out in 2006. When we were younger, I mean, I guess we were still youngsters in 2017. So,
I'm old.
you're not.
She is a bit.
I'm almost 21.
Me too, but not until next year.
Yeah, I'm 21 in 2 weeks.
You're old! No, you're not old. You're not old. You're just a year older than us. So you kind of have the experience advantage here.
Yeah.
You were older when High School Musical 1 came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it came out on the 22nd of September
She
2006.
was older when they all came out.
No,
Not
I
just the first
I
one.
decided not to
Yeah.
age after the first one as
Yeah.
well. I was fine by the second one.
Yeah. So tell us, so when you first, were you around when the first one? Were you
No,
around?
no, I wasn't around. I was dead, in fact.
I'm sorry to bring it up.
It was a hard time for us all, but it's okay.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to go there. So the first film came out in 2006, and
When
the
I was
reason-
10.
The reason we're doing this episode is because these films kind of mean a lot to us, a lot to me, and I remember very vividly when the first film came out. What is your stories and your first impressions of the High School Musical films? Go
Well,
on.
as you know, I'm from an Amish background,
Yeah.
so I didn't have the Disney Channel.
Which
Yeah.
is child cruelty, in my opinion.
So I never. The first time I watched the first one was on DVD that I got for my Christmas
In 2006.
or my birthday or something. And it might have been 2007. No, when did it come out in 2006?
Well, it came out in September,
September.
so you would have got that
I would
Christmas.
have got it that Christmas. Yeah, yeah. It's Christmas 2006 or my birthday 2006.
How did you hear about it?
I heard my neighbours talking about it. Like, one of my neighbours, when we were out playing one day, was doing the All in This Together dance.
Which I can do.
And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? What is this? And then I got the DVD and I was like, alright, okay. I didn't know what it was. And I put it on and then I was like, that's what they were doing.
Yeah.
So when I seen the last bit of it, like the actual dance at the end of it, I was like, I've seen this before.
Yeah. When you first watched it, did you think it was so stupid and stuff, or did you instantly fall in love with it?
I don't know.
Because I went through like 3 stages. So first I watched it and I loved it for a couple of years and stuff. And then when I got old, I was too cool for it, and I was like, no, I'm watching High School Musical, but it was like a secret obsession.
Yeah.
And as I got older,
Until you meant us.
until I met you guys, and I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm the
nah, a
same.
couple of years before that, but I was kind of like, it doesn't matter what people think, I love these films sort of thing. So I went through 3 different stages. Did you watch it and just go, wow?
No, I don't think so. I think I watched it and I was like, yeah, it was alright. And then it was when I watched the second one, I think I went back and watched the first one again.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
that's catchy. That's catchy.
Catchy as fuck. Leanne,
Yes.
first thoughts and experiences with the HSN films.
Well, I watched it when it on its premiere on Disney Channel. Me and my friend Mallory, I set up my sitting room like a cinema, and we watched that because we knew because we were obsessed with Disney Channel. We watched literally
Yeah.
everything. We What was him?
First experience is watching the film.
Yeah, we
see, I'm sitting in your room.
because it was when Disney Channel used to be sort of like a talk show type thing, you know, where they had like hosts and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like,
Back in the
oh, and
day.
here's a sneak peek for the new Disney Channel movie, blah blah blah, High School Musical. And then they used to always play like clips of the songs and stuff.
Yeah.
So me and Mallory knew the songs before the movie came out, and then we sat and watched it, and we absolutely loved it.
Yep.
And we watched Phineas and Ferb after it because it was the first episode of Phineas and Ferb aired after that.
Debuted, yeah.
Yeah, and I think we did that for every film apart from the cinema one because we never went to the cinema.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later, the sellout. But yeah, I remember it very vividly. I think it's weird. Life is strange, isn't it, lads? Where things like this, I think I can remember so vividly, but then stuff that happened, like major things in my life, not just what did I have for dinner, but like major things, I think were ages and ages ago.
Yeah.
But this feels like it was just yesterday. September 22nd, 2006, I don't know if that's UK or America, probably UK because I wouldn't have written down the American one. It was a Disney Channel original movie. It was a Disney Channel original movie, and the tagline for it was "This school rocks like no other,"
Oh yeah, that's just so bad.
which I
isn't
don't remember being the
No.
tagline.
No, I've
at all.
never heard of that before.
I've never
you
seen
said.
that anywhere either.
Directed by Kenny Ortega.
What a man!
What a man!
What a man!
What a man! He brought this into our lives.
He's
Yeah,
done well.
I was a huge Disney Channel fan.
Hopefully
All-
he stays a saint.
He is. Oh fuck yeah! I know.
yeah, I was gonna talk about that, but we're gonna wait to the end. We can talk about it now if you want.
I don't know.
No, we'll wait to the end. We'll do like what's latest at the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember this very vividly. I was a big Disney Channel fan when I was younger. It was all Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, and wrestling when I was younger. That was all I would watch. I didn't watch very many movies. I didn't watch very many normal television programs and stuff like that, like game shows or anything like that, like a lot of people do. I was always like just Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, wrestling. That was it.
Yeah.
Especially Disney Channel because I loved things like The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and That's So Raven, Hannah Montana. Wizards was kind of on the way out, but I still loved it. And I think Corey in the House and things like that. Like just every show that came on Disney Channel was my new favourite show, and it was like before I went to school, I made sure I got up early enough to watch an episode of something before I went to school. When I was at school, I'd only talk about like those shows and wrestling with my friends there. Get back from school, Disney Channel was on, Nickelodeon was on, whatever, playing with the wrestling figures. I had to get a routine. You think I'm bad for routines now? Back in the day, it was mental.
Bad then.
So when this was announced, and as you said, Leanne, it was a lot like, oh, it's coming out in a month. Here's a song from it.
Yeah.
And as it would get towards September 22nd, they would always play more and more stuff.
Yeah.
Almost between every single advert of every show was
You
a
would
High
have-
School Musical song.
So you knew at
Yeah.
least the chorus of every song
Yeah,
before the movie
pretty much every song, yeah.
because they'd show them.
Yeah.
I loved it though. I was like, yes.
I don't remember ever like really loving music back then either. Like, I
Oh
think
no,
if
because I've always loved musicals
yeah.
so much. So I
See,
was like,
I mean,
oh,
I'm not.
Disney
I
musical.
don't think I'd seen a musical.
Yeah, this may be the first musical I ever saw,
I think
really,
it
that I can
probably
remember.
was.
No,
What,
no.
music? Oh, well, yeah, it's a musical.
I've seen many a musical before this.
Yeah. It came on and I was like, because it was Disney Channel, it didn't matter the fact it was a musical or,
Yeah.
you know, that one of the main selling points for me was that Ashley Tisdale was going to be in it. Because
No,
I
I
said,
don't like her.
well, I was a big fan of The Sweet Life, so it doesn't matter what, you know, and I kind of fancied her at the time.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like, if Brenda Song was in it, like she was in Wendy Wu, Homecoming Queen
What
or whatever.
a film.
And that was amazing as well. Like, it's probably a terrible film now if I was to watch it, but
Is
like,
that London?
yeah, London from
Yeah.
The Sweet Life, if she was in it, I was watching it, so I loved Wendy Wu.
See, I knew that.
Well done,
See,
yeah.
That was good, wasn't
And
it?
then Maddie from The Sweet Life, Ashley Tisdale, is going to be in a new film. I have to get it to record because I'm going to see Maddie in a film. Because you feel like you knew these people because they were such a big part of my life.
Yeah.
So sad. But it's true, that's
Yeah,
the
you
way it
didn't
was.
actually think of them as the actors.
Ashley Tisdale is
yeah,
Maddie from The Sweet Life, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I was excited to see a film with some of my favourite Disney Channel stars in it. And then I was introduced to Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens, and I was like, these are my new Disney Channel icons and heroes. But yeah, I remember it happening. I was through in that room next door. I had a different couch at the time, and I was lying up on it, and I watched the film, and I loved it. And then I went out to play with the boys in the street after it. So 2006. So what age would I have been? 9 at the time, just on 9. And I went out because we used to have a thing where now it's quite sad, but we're all grown up now. But back in the day, 2006 or whatever, my street that I live in was like a massive community of people. But we'd all come out, we'd all play Alien Tig together, we'd all play with the Yu-Gi-Oh cards and wrestling figures and stuff. And it's just like, I mean, it was nice, I suppose, but it sounded a bit weird because a lot of people were older than me. Like, a lot of people were 14, 15 or whatever, and I was always hanging about with them. Not to do anything bad, I never stayed away from it, I never did drugs or anything like that, but it was like, I was out in the streets with my mates that were older than me. It's not anything like that, we were just playing Tig and fanning about and stuff like that. And I went out straight after watching this film, and I was telling them, I just watched this show on Disney Channel, this film. It's about a guy called Troy. And my friend Mark, shout out to Mark if you're out there, I miss you. He was just like, Troy, ha ha ha! And he thought Troy was the funniest thing ever. He was like, I'm not watching it now if he's called Troy. So I think a lot of my judgments of nowadays I get from him, because like things like, I'm not watching it if the main character's called Troy. Or something I would say now. So that was kind of funny. I was trying to explain to them what it was and stuff. And I don't remember anything after that until we got to the second one, which we'll talk about in a bit. But when the first one came out, it was a big thing. It was everywhere.
I remember the first, well, obviously I got it on DVD, but I remember everyone else being downstairs on Christmas and me going up to my room, sitting in my bed and watching it. And I was like that.
Were you one of those guys that like you got a DVD at Christmas and then watched the DVD on Christmas?
Used to be.
Yeah.
Used to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Used to do that.
Me too. I love that. Never feel like it's Christmas so I can't watch something, which is bullshit. It's just another day.
I think as well, because I'm older, I'll sit and get a bevy as well.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
But I'm
I
always,
need that to get through my granny. Like,
Yeah. I'm always just
the
like
homophobic grandparents.
I always just like to sit and spend time with my mum and dad on Christmas now, whereas back in the day when I got my new toys, I'm away playing with them on Christmas Day.
No, you never leave the sitting room, but I would put the DVD on. Like, I got Gavin and Stacey one year and made them sit and watch the Gavin and whole season.
Whole season, not even
I
one
would go
episode.
up to my room. Like, if I got a new Xbox game, that's all I'd do for that night. For Christmas night.
We used to have a terrible tradition where I would get a present
On Christmas Eve?
my sister's birthday. My sister's birthday's on the 1st of December. But Christmas Eve, we still open a present on
Well,
Christmas
one on
Eve.
Christmas
Yeah,
Eve,
one
yeah.
present on Christmas Eve. Which is definitely the best tradition ever. It's so much fun. But my sister's birthday was December 1st, and that we would always get, like, I would get a present on her birthday, and my sister would get a present on my birthday. And now it's like a wee thing, like, go for dinner or something. Like a wee fun thing.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I used to get like PlayStation games and stuff. Like I got the new wrestling game every year on my sister's birthday. Like what the hell? So I wouldn't spend any time with my sister on her birthday. I'd be in playing my PlayStation.
Why didn't I get a game on your sister's birthday? That's just rude.
I don't know.
I used to get stuff on my sister's birthday.
I've never
I
got
remember
anything
I
on my
got-
brother's birthday.
I got a Darth Vader voice changer. The big mask.
Oh, wow.
And it was like you put one bit on and then you had to clip the other bit on. And then you
Nice.
press the button and you would change your voice and you were I was like that. I would just walk about going,
Joking, folk.
Yeah.
Jack Hogg was doing it to me the other day. He was just like this, and I was going along with it because I'm cool that way.
I also got, remember Canamed? It's called Billy or something now.
Yes,
But I got that on my sister's birthday as well.
Billy.
That was the biggest regret of my mum and dad's life because I played that game for about 2 years straight.
Yeah. What were some of your favourite childhood video games then?
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot.
Spyro.
I was always
good as well.
Simpsons Hit and Run.
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
Kingdom
favorite one.
Hearts. I love
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
I like the Street Fighters and the Tekkens and all the wrestling
Wasn't that
games.
into them?
Nah?
But see, I had a PlayStation 1 and then I think I got a PlayStation 2 and I had like SingStar and everything on it. But me,
Yeah.
like I used to just sit in my brother's room while he played games and watch him play games. Like I loved just watching people play games.
Did you get the High School Musical SingStar games?
Yes, I did.
Yes, tell
I've
me
got
about
it. I've got it.
And
Was
I
the one
never
for all
had
three
SingStar.
films?
No, it was one with all of them, but it was weird. It's not like normal SingStar. It was like you play the songs, or you can do the story, or you play the songs, and you like win characters and you win places. So you can do more extravagant because it's like cartoon. The funny thing is like they don't have their actual voices singing with
Oh
you,
no.
and
It's like High School Musical 1.
yeah, and they for the lyrics in Fabulous, the lyrics were wrong. Like she's asking for different things.
That would have infuriated me.
Yeah, I would get so pissed off. I never sang what they had written. I was like, I'm singing the right words.
That's cool.
So strange.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. High School Musical 1.
Oui.
Do you want to know the story of High School Musical 1? The written synopsis on IMDb is that Troy Bolton and Gabriella Montez are two totally different teenagers who meet at a party while singing karaoke on New Year's Eve. 1 week later, Troy goes back to his high school, East High in New Mexico, to find that Gabriella is a new student there.
What are the odds?
Who would have thought it? They quickly become close friends, wink wink, and accidentally audition for the school musical. I don't know how you could accidentally audition for anything. After getting a call
That's how I
back,
ended up in college.
drama queen Sharpie Evans and her sidekick brother Ryan are furious. Then
And
Chad,
so they should
who's
be.
Troy's best friend and basketball teammate, and Taylor, Gabriella's new friend on the decathlon team, must find a way to make Troy and Gabriella hate each other. Or make Gabriella hate Troy, should I say. Again, as I was going to say, what lured you to the film? Was it just because it was a new film? Was it the story?
It was
Or
just
was it the
Disney
characters,
Channel.
Or was it the songs?
It was just Disney Channel.
Yeah.
It was literally, I just got a DVD on Christmas and I was like, right.
But what made you want to watch it? Like, were you just like, I love this because of the songs? Did I just love the whole thing, or what?
Just the hype of
I
it.
just loved
I
everything
just
about
watched it.
I just loved.
I just
everything
watched it and I enjoyed it. But then I never really thought anything of it.
Mhm.
And then I definitely like heard people in school talking about it, like, oh, that's gay, or
Yeah.
something.
That
And
was
so
my
I
next
would just
question.
never speak about it.
Did you not have any friends or anything that watched it?
No.
See, I had a couple of friends that were in it.
You were my first friend, Chris, that we both were like that.
Excuse me. I'm your friend
You were my
too.
first friend that we both, because I remember that day in Creighton Devised and we were both like, you have High School Musical?
What was that?
Me too.
I remember
and we were
the-
dancing to Breaking Free.
What was that?
I was, you were dancing to something
The amount
else.
of videos we've got of all of us just
Yeah, I
dancing
know.
to High School Musical in college.
Do you remember the Dub Smash app where
Yes.
you could lip sync something? We did one about Breaking Free. That's when I first knew you liked it.
Yeah.
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 You remember that?
Yeah.
So that's when I first knew you liked it. Should I do the songs or should I wait and just do all the songs together?
All songs together.
All songs together. Some fun facts about the first film is that Zac Efron's singing voice was that of Drew Seeley, who tested for the role as Troy. Seeley sang the entirety of Get Your Head in the Game and the reprise of What I've Been Looking For. Efron only sings the first 4 lines of Start of Something New and the first sentence of Breaking Free.
It's just so funny because you can. It's the difference is hilarious.
It's
You'll
so
be like,
funny.
living in my own world, and then he's like, didn't understand.
And during the scene on the balcony, that's when he sings the whole thing of Breaking Free. Or that bit anyway. Is it Breaking Free? No, it's Start Something New he sings. This could be the start. On the balcony.
It's really like weird. He's like, eh.
Yeah, if he showed up on my balcony and sang that, I'd tell him to get down.
I'd be like, no, sorry. Actually, I've said no now.
The reason for this is because Efron's natural voice was too low and the producers wanted a tenor to match the role. Efron did, however, do all the singing for the sequels, and all the music in those films had been tailored specifically for his voice. So basically, after that,
Good, I'm
they
glad.
found out how good of a singer he was. They must have seen him in Hairspray, and they...
No, it was just because they were like, well, he can't. It's because the songs were too high,
Yeah,
and they
so-
couldn't change the songs.
Yeah.
So then when it came to the second one, they're like, well, we can write the songs lower.
There you go. And I'm so glad they did because I absolutely love his
He
voice.
can sing
I
quite high.
love his voice. One of my favourite voices
I know,
to
but
listen
I
to.
think it would, like if you listen to Breaking Free and all that, they are actually like really high.
Yeah. Which is strange
It's
as
a
well.
he's not a tenor. He's maybe like a baritone.
Yeah.
I don't know what
But
that means.
I love his voice, do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Drew's voice is fine, because it's been part of all the other songs, but I think the reason I prefer most of the songs than the other ones is because he's singing them.
Yeah.
He is in Zac Efron. Did you know this at the time? Because I remember it was only recently I found out. Recently within the last few years, but...
I didn't know when the first one came out. I think it was when the second one came out, and then I remember being like, some things are different here.
Yeah.
And then like going onto AOL, dialing up.
Oh my goodness.
And then looking up like High School
I never
Musical.
had dial-up.
I did because I'm old.
And you probably had it in open for longer.
No,
I mean, yeah, because it's a bit historic.
Yeah.
it's not like I'm in a rural.
An enchanted place.
Place.
You are.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. It's quite rural.
Well, Oban's rural.
By the sea.
It's not rural. It's a town. Like
Yeah, it's quite far away. though.
surrounded in like. It's not rural.
So was it surrounded by?
Villages.
Is it?
Yeah.
And then what are they surrounded by? Nothing?
No, the other towns.
No.
Yes, they
It's
are.
by the sea, it's okay.
What about Largs?
Large as shite.
Well,
Let's
ours
not
is
talk
just a
about it.
shite hole.
That's horrible. I remember just thinking at the time, because when I was younger, I just thought all music, people's voices were played with anyway.
Yeah.
Like I would get told of it, especially because I was told that wrestling was fake all the time. But the singing's fake as well. Like it's not actually their voices. That's all I'd hear. So then when I heard that, I just thought, oh well, it's obviously I'm singing, but it's just the mess with his voice.
I remember doing the same as Leanne though. I remember sitting watching it with my sister, the second one.
Being like
Going
something's
that,
not right.
Something's not right, something's different.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, it's his hair.
yeah.
Yeah, because he dyed it.
Do you remember when the adverts came on for the second one, and the biggest thing was, oh my god, Troy's changed his hair.
And it was short and it was quite cool.
Yeah.
Why do you think I dyed my hair like this?
I want to be like you.
Black.
Oh,
It wasn't black.
I
It was
want
kind
to
of like
be.
this.
That's black.
Just brown look.
Be like you.
Be like you.
Okay.
There's nothing.
And Ashley Tisdale originally auditioned for Gabriella.
God, she didn't get it.
She-
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, what did you think? That would be weird, wouldn't it? Imagine Troy and Ashley Tisdale getting together.
Well, they do in Sweet Life.
Yeah. Oh, yes! Remember that episode when he was in it? Mm-hmm. And he played a pure smart guy.
Yep.
That was
Yeah,
great,
boy.
wasn't it? I hate you more! The movie was filmed at East High School in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Salt Lake City.
Students still use Sharpay's pink locker.
Yeah, they do a
That's cute.
like they pull names out of a hat for it every year, I think.
Because it's so big. Hey. They decide who gets the locker.
Yeah,
Imagine that was your school.
that'd be so exciting.
Yeah.
It flooded recently.
Yeah. But, oh, yeah, I know that, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just
Looking up his hair, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone's
it's
looking
a
up
little
their
bit
hair.
lighter than mine.
Yeah. Here's a very weird fun fact, but Matthew Underwood from Zoe 101 was offered the role as Troy Bolton, but because of his contract with Nickelodeon, he was forced to decline the role. Can you imagine if Logan from Zoe 101... Can you imagine if Logan from Zoe 101 was Troy?
I couldn't, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like
No, I couldn't.
I liked him, but he's no Troy. He's Logan.
Yeah, but
He's Logan, yeah.
I keep thinking of Logan like Wolverine Logan.
Yeah,
Hugh Jackman played Troy from High School Musical. Yeah, but I mean, I liked Logan. I liked Zoe 101. Zoe 101 was one of my favourite programmes of all time. And,
So good. Are you ready?
Huh? Are you ready? You'll do look good today, Jamie Lynn. And yeah, I guess he was sort of the baddie from Zoe 101. I don't know if he could play such a sweet, charming guy like Troy.
Oh,
No.
Troy Bolton.
I remember you told me that, and I looked him up, and I was like, no,
He's no Troy.
He's not a Troy. I'm more of a Troy than him, and I myself am a Ryan. So
Hey, there you go. Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens were dating both on and off screen. That's not fair. They're not really dating on screen. Are they? Not on
Yeah.
this one.
They star.
No one asks the question.
I don't think
You
they.
don't need
It's,
to
you
ask
don't
the
need to.
question, no.
They just know.
They should start dating.
Yeah.
Not into the second one. I'm sorry. They have picnics together in the second one. Fair enough.
no, but in the first one they sing.
They sing the song together. Yeah.
They sing multiple songs together.
I've sang so many songs with you.
Yeah, but we're not intimate in that way. They're devils banging like off screen, and I don't mean like, I mean Troy and Gabriella are
No, but they
devils
don't even-
going at
They
it.
don't even kiss until the second film.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would
I know, but
infuriate me. They haven't
That's,
been kissing.
that's when we see them kissing.
That's true.
But they're devils banging on top of that moon and that hangs off the stage. Defo, they're in
The
high
lock-
school. Come
The
on.
locker room of the Wildcat changing rooms in there. The basketball court in there.
These are corrupting a beautiful childhood story.
They're in high school. We'd be silly to think that they hadn't pumped yet.
Would we be silly?
We'd be silly to think otherwise. A duet between Coach Bolton and Mrs. Darbus was planned but never filmed.
I wish
A
so
duet?
badly.
Oh, yeah, that would have been great.
That would have been good. High School Musical was just the working title for the film, while a better name was thought of, but the producers didn't think of one, so they unwillingly went for High School Musical.
I think that's so funny because when you think about it, you're like, that is actually just such a working title
Yeah,
name.
and what else would they have called it? East High?
High School Musical, yeah,
Wildcat
it is a pure
sing
working
along.
title. But I think it works better.
Totally, yeah. It's
It just-
It is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is. This was Disney Channel's most successful movie at its time, with a 7.7 million viewership. And its premiere broadcast. The record was beaten by the Cheetah Girls 2 in 2006, which attracted an 8.3 million viewers on its premiere night.
I love Cheetah Girls.
Yeah, but
'Cause
that's
we
ridiculous, isn't it?
sisters.
That's just ridiculous. Like, you hear big programs getting like 3.2s and 4.7s, but fucking 7.7s, and then beaten by the Cheetah Girls just because Raven Simone was in it, 8.3. Amazing. And I was one of those people watching at that time.
Same.
Yeah.
I was not.
Ashley Tisdale was also working on the second season of The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody while filming the movie. A lot of fun fact there. Vanessa Hudgens had to compete with about 12 other girls for the role of Gabriella Montez during the callbacks for this movie.
Ooh.
She and the other girls danced and sang all day to determine who would get to play Gabriella. Again, I can't imagine it with another person. But
I
then you
know.
can say that about any film, really, can't you?
Can you imagine? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, no.
This wouldn't be the thing, would it?
Can you imagine? No.
Lucas Gabriel had knee problems while filming High School Musical and was wearing a knee brace during Bop to the Top.
Ay, caliente.
There you go. At the second callback, Gabriel and Tisdale auditioned together, and their Sharpay-Ryan dynamic was quickly established. Gabriel claimed that Tisdale, in a Sharpay-like manner, gave him unsolicited direction in the audition. It was rumoured that the two actors did not get along in the first film, and this audition experience may have been the cause, mentioned in a new 2017 YouTube video. So
They did confirm they did hate each other.
Yeah. So
But they're best
Tisdale's-
friends now.
Actually, Tisdale's YouTube channel, they did a new version of what I've been looking for, and they said it didn't get along in the first film.
Yeah, and I think it's Gabriel.
Gabriel, yeah, Luke Gabriel,
Not Gabriel.
which blew my mind. It went like just when I watched that video in 2017 with Ashley Tisdale and Thingy singing the song, because I was like, it's always been Gabriel to me. You know, it's been Lucas Gabriel, and it was Gabriel.
I know.
Why you can't change your name?
Is it Gabriel or Grabiel?
Gabriel?
Yeah, Gabriel though. It looks like Gabriel.
Have you spelt it wrong?
No,
That's the correct spelling there.
Grabiel, so it is
I think
Grabiel.
Gabriel,
But the way they
Gabriel.
pronounce it is
Look, it's Grabiel.
It's not that. No.
And Lucas Gabriel.
It's like, Lucas Gabriel, but not real. It's
Lucas
real.
Gabriel.
Right.
Lucas Gabriel.
Well, it's not Gabriel. It's Gabriel.
Lucas Gabriel.
Gabriel.
It's just the way we're saying it.
Lucas
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Lucas Gabriel.
Lucas Gabriel. Gabriela.
Yeah. Gabriel.
Look to me, Lucas Gabriel.
It's not but the way we like,
Lucas
with our accents,
Gabriella.
It sounds like we're saying Gabriel, but it's not. It's just Gabriel.
Gabriel. Lucas Gabriel.
Yeah.
Real. Sorry. I've been shouting nonsense for the past 2 minutes.
In the first week of its release, the
Sorry.
soundtrack to High School Musical debuted at 143 in the Billboard Top 200. That's shocking, and only sold 6,000 copies.
I reckon if
I
did a
had one of
cover-
them copies.
It went on to sell 4.1 million copies, making it the best-selling album in America in 2006. The number one best-selling album in America that year was High School Musical.
That's amazing.
Brilliant. And Gabriel asked Ortega about Ryan's sexuality very early on.
Yep.
There was never confirmation either way, although Ryan appears to show interest in Kelsey in the third film.
Yep.
However, that being said, both Gabriel and Ortega said that they believe that Ryan should be gay, but Disney wouldn't allow it to use that in a family film. Which is
What a
pish.
cop out. What
Yeah.
a cop out.
Do you know Disney just had its first coming out scene
Really?
on a TV show? I can't remember what TV show it was, but it was a wee boy coming out as gay to his best pal.
What's happened to you, Walt Disney, a big racist, homophobic asshole?
He's dead. It's alright.
Exactly.
But
yeah,
yeah,
no,
so-
I remember. Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine.
I remember what I said this before, but I remember watching
You've said all of this before.
that. I remember watching that and thinking, like, looking at Ryan and being like, no, that like you, the fact that he was straight, but he
Was campy
camp, and it was like, no, you can be like that
because you're very campy.
because I'm like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can be like that and you can be straight, but then at the same time, I think it was probably a bit of a cop out that
Yeah.
they didn't like.
Go with it.
Because
So-
do you know what I mean? It's like, even when you're that age, you're like, he definitely is.
I thought
it's
it all
wrong,
the time.
Yeah,
obviously
even at that,
wrong
yeah.
to assume, but you're like.
Totally. But back then, you don't know any better, do you?
Yeah.
You're so young.
So I had always just had it in my head, but then I suppose at the same time I didn't really know
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
what that was back then. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
But it's just.
Didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
Man on man.
Yeah.
Well,
don't
I
know.
knew.
I don't know, but yeah, no, you're right. I think it's a total cop out, and I think that it should. I think that would have been a really beautiful moment in one of the films if he had like had a coming out scene or
Yeah.
something. To maybe talking to Sharpay or whatever, you know what I mean, or Gabriella.
I think
You
how,
know?
ma- how
Him and
many how many
Jason.
young people it would like
Yeah.
appeal to as well.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, totally.
But it is nice also, like what you're saying, like how you, as a straight camp person, liked that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Just took a selfie of himself when he said that.
With
Um,
a peace sign.
So, that was the first one, and that changed my life. I also another part of it, like even my friends, it was cool with my friends as well at the time. I had a friend called Jamie who I haven't spoken to in years. But I used to go to his house all the time, and we'd collect wrestling figures together, and we'd collect the Simpsons DVDs together. We'd get like the new seasons and whatever. We'd
I
share
love
the
the
DVDs.
Simpsons.
And he got this album before me, right?
Yeah.
Which made me furious. And one day I just happened to be in HMV and my dad bought it for me. And that was, the nicest thing my dad's ever done for me. So I was like, oh my god, Dad! And I phoned Jamie and I was like, Jamie, I have it.
No, I
That was the
remember
quote I had.
Mallory got it before I did as well, and I was really mad. So her mum got me the DVD for my birthday
That's so cool.
because I was so mad that Mallory had it and I did not.
Yeah. So we'd go in with like, I don't know, what, 10-year-old, we'd just like be blasting these tunes in Jamie's room, you know, instead of playing with wrestling figures. So that was cool. Another thing is, just after this, they all went on tour. And toured
And
for,
did somebody here see them?
yeah, they all toured around the world without Troy Bolton, without Zac Efron, because he was either filming Hairspray or he was too cool for it. That was my understanding at the time. I always remember like, oh well, Zac Efron's too cool. I really looked up to him, and I was like, oh well, Zac Efron's too cool to be coming on tour, so it's okay. I'm okay with it. Whereas all the others were there,
Yeah.
you know.
But
That
it
my
was in
memory
Edinburgh,
serves me.
wasn't it?
Say again.
It was in Edinburgh.
Yeah, I
wasn't
went to Edinburgh, went to Pizza Hut beforehand, and went to the Edinburgh. I don't know if it was the Playhouse or whatever. The Playhouse.
it? Yeah.
And
I went to.
I remember on the way there, I was reading a Michael Morpurgo book.
I love Michael
I
Morpurgo.
can't remember which one. The one with the dog on it, Born to Run, maybe. I can't remember. And I just couldn't read it. I was on the same page for ages, and I was so excited. I just was reading the same line over and over again. And I was just so excited to see this. I just couldn't get past this first page of this book. I couldn't stop thinking about this. And I saw them live, and in my memory, I'm kind of like, was it really them? So I feel like I would have been, you know, I would have a stronger memory of that.
Mm-hmm.
But then reading these fun facts and stuff like that, that's what happened. Like after the film, they all went on tour. They toured around the world, and that's where they made all these millions of money. Now, that's
Millions of money.
millions of pounds, millions of dollars, or whatever. Now that's how they're set for life because of these films. And a big part of that would have been this tour. And but I'm thinking I would have remembered that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
More clear, actually, touchdown and stuff were there in front of me. But maybe it's just I was too young about it.
A reunion tour.
Yeah, that would be amazing. But
Well,
Zac
they
Efron
never
wouldn't do it.
will.
Zac Efron would never.
They can't even get him to do a reunion in a wee basketball court, can they?
No.
Yeah, I
It was
know.
like the 10-year anniversary this year.
He did send in a video though. He was busy.
Oh, that's nice, yeah.
Not enough effort, in my opinion.
Yep. High School Musical 2 is my preferred
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's the best one. It's my favourite one as well. And it was released almost a year later on the 21st of September 2007. And the tagline was, "Are you ready for the start of something new?" Which is incorrect.
Start something new was in the first one.
Yeah.
they got
And it's
it.
not the start of something new, it's a sequel!
I know.
God almighty.
Start something new sequel.
Yeah. Troy is offered a job at Ryan and Sharpay's country club and ends up landing jobs for Gabriella, Chad, Taylor, Kelsey, Jason, Martha and Zeke, who
Can I
bake.
just say, what a good pal for managing
pal.
to get all your friends a summer job.
That's top lad, doesn't it? Like, if I wanted to go and work at a fancy place to get paid loads of money, then I would expect my best pal to try at least if he worked there. Do you know what I mean? And he's just lucky that he managed to get all these people jobs.
Literally his full basketball
It's not
team.
even a pal, it's like the whole people. Troy is then introduced to Sharpay's parents and realises that Sharpay can land him many opportunities and even a basketball scholarship. Meanwhile, Troy starts hanging around with rich folk.
I wish this was filmed.
I was going to film it. Chad is worried that Troy will forget his friends. Gabriella feels that although she is losing Troy to Sharpay, and in the end, I thought you could add my coca. You did! It's not even coke, it's Lion Brew. But still, I come up with that. Gabriella feels that although he is losing Troy, and in the end, Troy will have to learn how to think about his scholarship without losing his friends. Good lad, Troy, yeah?
Ah, good pal.
Yeah, but shite pals for Troy. I mean,
And that's the thing as well. Troy got them all this. He got them.
all working.
Please do one back in the room.
He got them all jobs in a really nice place. You know, they get perks to the jobs. They're all having a grand time, and then they're all fucking dicks to him just because he's trying to better his own life.
Yeah. But that's the way it is in the world, isn't it, Ewan?
Yeah.
That's the way it is in life. Life hurts, mate. Life hurts. That was
It's hard.
terrible.
It's hard.
That was terrible. Chad's t-shirt slogans were chosen by Disney viewers, as well as the type of sandwiches that Troy used to make Gabriella for the picnic on the golf course, and the appearance of a special Disney Channel celebrity. Now, do you remember this happening?
I do because sorry,
Again.
I do because I voted for all of it.
Me too. I voted for Jackson from Hannah Montana to appear,
I think I voted for the dad.
Billy Ray Cyrus. But it turns out it was Miley. Miley Cyrus
You're Miley.
pops up in the All for One scene.
But it's literally like
Was it all people from Hannah Montana? Or was
yeah,
it
yeah. It was to choose a cast member of Hannah
Yeah.
Montana.
Oh, right, okay.
But she's literally in it for 2 seconds. When I was voting, I was thinking like,
She was gonna
this
have a
is
part.
this is a part. It's a
Yeah.
role.
But I remember thinking at the end of the film, because I knew All for One was the last song, because they showed the ending of the film basically as an advert, like they did for the first one.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I knew that song was coming up, so I knew that was going to be the last song, and I was like, Miley wasn't in it. And then I saw her, and I was like, "Bleep!" And I was like, oh my god, there's Hannah, right there. Unlike the first film, where he was dubbed partially with Drew Seeley, Zac Efron does all his own singing in the film. He's a nice, all grown-up boy now.
Yeah, you can do it now.
Able to do his own singing. It took 6 days to film the Bet On It dance sequence. 6 days to do the one scene. Come on, Troy.
That looks like the sort of thing that should be one take wonder. You know what I mean?
You should just do it in one go. See what
Just
happens.
be like, just follow him. Just let him run about,
Let him
dance,
do
do
it.
his thing. Be like,
Yeah.
everybody's always talking.
That's probably why he's so sassy, because he tried to just do whatever he wanted, and they were like, no, more sassy, more sassy, more sassy.
And it took
then
him 6 fucking
day
days.
6, he's like,
Do you know what I
He's
bet?
so
Do you know what I
sassy.
bet? It's the longest bit is that it was him looking in the water, because it must have been hard putting him in the water upside down and being like,
it must have taken him 6 days to get the right
just
position
get that
and
bit
stuff.
right.
Yeah, fair enough.
Make it look like his hair's dry while he's underwater. He's
thought-
singing. He's trying to breathe. He's like, and then he's got to slap himself in the face.
Yeah, oh, that was.
I'm not.
I wonder who does the slap if it's not him then. Someone who doesn't like him just ran up and just went,
Well, no, I think it
Someone's
was him.
Just someone's on.
It's just some movie magic.
in the future.
In the future, Zac Efron will slap himself while he's wet.
And it,
In the water. In
well,
the
he's
water.
wet.
In the
Well,
he's wet.
Well, he's wet. Well, he's wet.
Shut.
Troy doesn't get wet.
He does when he jumps in the swimming pool.
He gets very sweaty in basketball practice. Before filming this movie, Monique Coleman did not know how to swim and was actually afraid of the water. For the scene where our character jumps in the pool, the script was rewritten for her dancing partner, Corbin Bleu, to jump in with her.
No,
She-
they shoved it in it. It was attempted murder.
Yeah, no, they tried to. That's horrible. It's like Murren and Practical Jokers who scared the heights, they threw him out a plane. So this scared of the water in the pool.
In the pool you go, bitch.
Just because she's older than everybody else. So we were talking about, hang on here. We were talking about the ratings for the first film. How we thought 7 million people was a lot. Here we go. This drew a rating of 17.6 million people on its premiere night, making it not only the highest Disney Channel original movie in history, but also the highest in cable history, even higher than Monday Night Football when it reached the pinnacle in
And
1970.
to think, we are 2 of those 17 however billion.
I just feel part of
the family.
part of the success of HSC. The sheets of paper thrown in the air during What Time Is It? Are actual assignments from real students at East High. The papers were individually checked to make sure there was no embarrassing pieces of information on them.
I know, but it's not as if you can
Who
read.
cares? I know.
They're moving them too fast.
I know, and
How long did it take to film that? Because if Bet On It was 6 days,
yeah,
bet that was a month.
I would have been brilliant for the school kids, so they got like a day off.
Bet on it.
Bet on that. And in the scene in the kitchen where Troy's cell phone is ringing, this ringtone is "Get Your Head in the Game."
I love how it was like, I need a ringtone. I think I should have that song I sang when I was
Yeah.
singing in my basketball tournament about not
He's like,
basketball.
I did this song, and it's actually going to be my ringtone now. So here we go.
Get you.
Get
I
your
did
head in
this
the game.
song and it's actually going to be my ringtone.
That's what Dragon said. And at the start of the dinner scene in the country club, Sharpie's father is midway through a story in which he says, "And she stepped on the ball." Right, that's what he says. This exact part of the line is also used in Trading Places in the same way. So a great film by the name of Trading Places, someone says that at a dinner party. And it was a wee homage to that, which I really liked. It makes me an Easter egg there. So, High School Musical 2, memories of the second film.
It was very good and I liked it.
Ewan.
I'm so sorry.
Lovely. Lovely. Memories of the second film.
Oh, the second film?
Yeah.
I just remember I watched it on holiday. Again, it was after everyone had seen it. But I still didn't think it was that big a thing.
Times every time.
I still didn't think it was that big a thing.
No.
And I just thought it was something me and my sister liked watching. So me and my sister watched it. And yeah. I just remember, like, again, just so catchy and loving all the songs. And by this time I'd watched High School Musical 1 again. And my love had grown for it. And so seeing this second one, I just thought it was really good and it was cool. And I'll always remember the first time I seen Work This Out.
Really?
Yeah.
Did that stick with you for a while?
Yeah. That's why
I was going to say, what do you mean? Do you dance with it now? What are you talking about?
That's why I love it so much, I think. I just,
Yeah.
first time I watched that, I was like,
I remember being in the queue for the KFC drive-thru, thinking we're going home and we're watching High School Musical 2.
Yeah, Mary told me that.
So excited. It's going to be fucking brilliant.
I think the thing with High School Musical 2 is it's just that it has so many more massive, huge dance numbers
Yeah.
compared to the first one. So it's like more show-stopping.
Well, I think because the first one was such a big success, they kind of tried up the game a little bit. You know what I mean?
But they're not like massive dance numbers. They're just like,
There's
do you know what I mean?
no, they are pretty. I mean, what time is it? Is pretty massive.
Yeah.
Massive.
And then I Don't Dance is huge.
Hey! Oh!
And like the one at the end and like Every Day and all that jazz. And like
Yeah.
You Are the Music and Me. It's not really dancey, but like all of them are in it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Fine.
But also, like,
Yeah.
You win.
I do.
and then quickly, we are running out of time here, so well, not running out of time, but just running on a bit. So I'm going to move on. But the third film was released to be coming out in cinemas. How did we feel about that?
Never went. My mother wouldn't take me.
Why not?
Because my mum does not like High School Musical at all. She thinks it's absolutely atrocious.
I never went.
I went to see it, and it was like the last time I saw it as well until recently. But
I never saw it for years. I don't think I saw it till I was well into my teens.
you know the way, like I would watch the other two like all the time and watch it numerous
Yeah.
times, and I was thinking, right, well, the new one's coming out.
Because it
I'm
wasn't
used
on
to it.
Disney Channel,
Yeah.
it wasn't as easy to see. Like you had to pay. Like
Yeah, I still went to see it because I loved it so much, but it was like I didn't buy the DVD or anything like that. I had to wait until I was later in life to see it again,
yeah,
which is fine. October 22nd, 2008. The tagline: High School Graduation. They just want to change the title for some reason. Troy and the gang of East High School are going through their senior year, facing graduating and going their separate ways.
gotta go my own way.
Coming to terms with the reality of it all, Troy wants to attend a nearby University of Albuquerque next year on a basketball scholarship, but Gabriella wants to attend Stanford University in Columbia. Well, Sharpay takes up an up-and-coming British exchange student under her wing. Troy's best friend and basketball teammate Chad and Gabriella's best friend Taylor all have their sights set on their plans after high school and come to terms with the reality of the real world. This one is not as special to me because, as I said, it was in cinema, so I didn't see it as often. However, I did watch it recently in preparation for this podcast. And you know the way, you know, when you are in love with a band
Yeah,
or in love with a TV show and new episodes or a new album comes out or something like that, and you listen to it and you're like, oh my god, this is all new. It's like you have to learn it now or whatever, and it has to become part of your life just like the other ones have. I felt that really recently when I watched this film.
yeah.
What do we think of the third film? Senior year.
Yeah.
Good.
I've
It was like an actual movie.
It is a bit,
I've
yeah.
changed my top 10 songs a bit. I think.
Oh yeah, top 5 you mean?
Well, my full top 10's changed.
Oh, I see, okay.
But my
After
top
what?
5 will have changed as well. After I watched Thing Me Again.
The third one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right, it's like a real film. It's like it was in cinemas and it was, you know,
Yeah.
like it was shot like a real film. If you look closely, you can see all the leads in the movie wearing matching gold rings with a red stone in it.
Yeah.
Which is quite sweet, actually. Quite nice. Lucas Gabriel apparently pushed for Ryan to come out as gay in this film. However, being a Disney film, the prospect of an openly gay character was shot down, and instead Ryan is shown possibly developing a romance with Kelsey. Not happy? Zac Efron repeatedly played pranks on the rest of the cast, throwing water balloons. As payback, the cast toilet papered his trailer and then soaked them with water guns. This video is actually on YouTube if you want to watch it.
I do. I
I'm gonna
really
watch
do.
it. I'm gonna watch.
Maybe not now.
Yeah,
With $42 million, this holds the record as the best opening ever for a movie musical. The former record was held by Mamma Mia.
Oh, I loved Mamma Mia. I went to see that in the cinema 7 times.
Yes, 7 times
Yes.
in the cinema
Yes.
with it before you had the card and everything.
This was an open, yeah?
Oh my god.
It only costs like 50p.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. The film plot was originally slated to be Haunted High School Musical.
I wish it was. Like,
And
I love
follow
it,
the
but
plot
I
of a
just
Halloween
really
movie.
fucking wish it was.
Yeah, that would be weird, wouldn't it? Imagine that.
Hilarious.
Halloween High School Musical. Boo.
I think it was definitely. See, thinking about it, it was definitely aimed at. That one was definitely aimed at older people. Like, not older, but like.
People who'd grown up with the films.
Yeah. So, like, obviously, yous had, and I had too.
Yeah.
But I think they were thinking a little bit older. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we've watched
Because
it
it was
now
about,
and we're like
about
that.
university and stuff,
Yeah.
so like.
Maybe when folk were-
Because we hadn't been, but now that I've been through that, I think I was like, oh, I know that's like.
Yeah.
What it's like when you're like,
That's
where do
quite
I
a
go?
big
What do
thing,
I want to
yeah.
do?
It was maybe for people who were graduating or leaving high school and stuff for the first time.
But then, yeah,
And I was told at the time when I was leaving high school, you need to watch it now because it's going to mean more to you. And I was like, no, I don't want to watch it. It's High School Musical 3. It's sold out. But if I had watched it, 'cause I was totally like emotional about leaving high school and stuff. I didn't want to move into the real world. I was very comfortable where I was.
Yeah.
And I think if I did watch it, then I would have been so like, oh Manala Mala.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad I didn't. Yeah, but yeah, I know what you mean. Let's see. The film was released theoretically because it was the most expensive of the three. Its production budget was
Theoretically or theatrically?
theatrically.
You said this last time.
Theatrically. The film was released in cinemas because it was the most expensive of the three. Its production budget was $11 million and was almost equal to the first two films combined. It was then just simply unfeasible.
You can tell though, you can tell.
Which I always said, oh well, they're just doing it because they want more money, but it's literally just because it was too big of a film now.
Yeah.
It got too big for itself. It was too big for Disney Channel. Let's see. Last fun fact. It was thought to be the final High School Musical film until Disney announced in 2016 that the fourth film with a new cast had entered production. How do we feel?
No.
I'm not gonna say anything on it just now. I'll watch it and I'll tell
I
you
just
how
feel
I
like it's one of those things like it's finished, it's done, it's completed. You don't need more.
Yeah, don't touch it if it's not broken, sort of thing.
Yeah.
What if it's amazing?
It may be amazing. I'm probably gonna love it.
It might be, but like I just still don't want it.
I just wish you would call it something else then.
But
Like it's not High School Musical if it's
No,
not
'cause
Troy and
it's not
Gabrielle
them,
and
it's the
stuff.
different.
Yeah.
I bet his
High
dad's
School
still there.
Musical.
What did you say? I didn't even hear
He
you.
said High School Musical.
That's quite funny.
High School
Musical.
High School Musical.
Yeah, I saw this in cinemas and I remember feeling totally out of place when I was in the cinema. I was like, I do not belong here. I have to go home. And then my sister bought me the trilogy DVD for my birthday on my 18th birthday, and I didn't watch it again until very recently. So
I still don't even have the third one on DVD.
I love it, man. I watched it and I was like, oh my god, look at this! Like it's new High School Musical songs. It was like a new album. I loved it so much. So let's talk about the songs before we go, because the songs are a big part, obviously, of the films. They are the centrepiece because it's what people listen to now. It's what we listen to.
Yeah.
I listen to them on a weekly basis now.
Yeah.
Just as songs. It's not
Yeah,
necessarily
just
High School Musical songs. It's just songs I love. The first film, I want a yay or a nay if you like it or you dislike it. You ready?
Okay.
High School Musical 1. Start at something new.
Yeah.
Get your head in the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
What I've been looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stick to the status quo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When There Was Me and You.
Yeah.
Bop to the top.
Yeah.
Breaking Free.
Yeah.
We're all in this together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I Can't Take My Eyes Off You, which is a
No.
bonus. I want you to do that. If it's brilliant, yeah. If not, okay.
Yeah.
I can't take my eyes off you. I
No.
mean, it does get stuck
I
when you're
don't-
like,
I
I
can't
can't
even-
take my
I
eyes
can't even
off
tell you what it
you.
goes like. Nah.
That's how it goes. Like,
yeah,
watch
I
it.
was gonna say. Is that a bonus track or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
CD,
is.
Yeah.
I know, but do you know what's fine? I find it weird. Like, I know it's not the characters singing it, but it's like all of them. What the heck?
Seriously, I'm mental.
Yeah, it's all of them singing it, but it's like as couples. So, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
And it's so like Gabrielle and Troy singing to each other. Taylor and Chad. Is it Taylor? Yeah, Taylor
Yep.
and Cassie. Taylor and Chad singing together, and then it's Sharpay and Ryan singing together, but it's brother and sister, and like
Yes.
I can't take my eyes off
a bit
you.
weird. Number 2. What time is it?
Whoop.
Whoop,
Yeah.
whoop. Fabulous.
Yes.
Work this out.
Yes.
sir.
You Are the Music in Me.
Yeah.
I Didn't Dance.
Yes.
Yeah.
You Are the Music in Me Sharpay version.
Yes.
Got to Go My Own Way.
Yes.
Bet on it.
Yes.
Every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And All for One.
Yeah.
Love All for One. I think it's underrated. And the third one, Now or Never.
Yes.
My favourite one. Right Here, Right Now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I Want It All.
Yes.
I want it all. Can I have this dance?
Yes.
A Night to Remember.
Yes.
Just want to be with you.
Yes, sir.
The boys are back.
Yes.
Walk Away.
What?
I don't know.
What's that?
No, don't have no idea.
Perhaps.
Oh, is that Vanessa's sad one in that?
Must have
one?
been, yeah.
She has one in every film, yeah.
Scream.
Yes.
Literally Scream.
Sorry, you listeners.
Senior Year Spring Musical.
Yes.
And then High School Musical itself.
Yes. Sorry,
Oh
you need
my
to edit
goodness.
that out.
Such
guys.
a penetrative sound.
Top 5 time, folks.
Yeah, boy.
I want to know your top 5 favourite High School Musical songs.
Oh god, I can't.
My number 5 is You Are the Music in Me.
Good choice.
Number 4, Bop to the Top, Me Mucho Gusto.
Ay, que fabulosa.
Number 3, Start Something
Ah,
New.
arriba.
For number 3.
Start
Ballad.
it could be the start of something new.
We're going to
It's so fucking right. So we're here with you.
Yo. Number 2, What Time Is It? That's my number 2 because
It's
after...
about
and then-
7 minutes
2.
past 2.
On the last day before every summer holiday since 2007, I've listened to this song.
No,
What time is it?
but
Summer time.
Did you not used to sit in your class and be like, summer. Because that's
Yeah. And then my number 1 favourite High School Musical tune is Bet On It.
excellent.
Quality.
So good. Everybody's always talking. You just spat in my mouth.
Are you going away then?
Yeah, right.
Top
okay.
5, Leanne.
My top 5. I can't remember. I think it was Bop to the Top.
Me Mucho Gusto.
Yeah. It was Bop to the Top. Stick to the status quo. Oh my Jesus Christ.
Please lean away from the mic. You're just like...
Bop to the Top. Stick to the status quo. Bet on it. No. When there was me and you.
Oh!
And then number 1, Scream.
I love it.
I don't know where to go.
What's the right team?
I want my.
We've got off the rails here. Yubo, top 10.
Top 10. Here we go. Number 10. The Boys Are Back.
Good choice.
The boys are back.
Number 9. Bop to Thy Top. 8. All in This Together. 7. Bet on It.
7?
Yep. 6. You Are the Music in Me.
Which
5. Just Wanna Be With You.
Oh, really?
That's moved up.
Yeah.
4. Breaking Free. 3. Can I Have This Dance? 2. Start of Something New.
Love it.
1. Work This Out.
Lovely. Good choice. Did you remember when Breaking Free was in the charts?
Yeah.
And
Not
coming
that
in...
long ago, was it?
Well, 2006. And coming in at number 25, Pride One.
Do you know what? I remember once.
That's not breaking.
That's not breaking.
Living.
You got it really wrong there.
Let's just start Breaking Free.
Boom, 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 boom.
We're soaring. Yeah, got it now.
Oh wait, I wait for start something new as well.
I was like, what are you doing? I was like,
This is Breaking Free.
No, I remember once being in the car with my mum and it was the charts playing, and we were in Glasgow and they were like, and the blah blah blah, Breaking Free, and it started playing and we went into the Clyde Tunnel and lost signal and I was so annoyed. And I remember my mum being like, yes. And me sitting there like
Shout
in my
out to
head
Jenny.
like.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. My favourite song from the third one, because none of the songs from the third one are in my top 5. My favourite one is Never Never.
Now or never. Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
From my first one.
I just love
The way we play
Scream.
tonight.
I just love angsty teenage Zac Efron. It's just what
Yeah,
you
man.
like. It's what you need.
Oh,
Yeah.
just want you to take your top off.
Me?
The teenage Zac Efron. You too.
On you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we're done here, ladies and gents.
Are we?
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about some horrible things that's going on in the news right now, but I'm starting to feel like I don't need to bring any more negativity into the world.
No, we'd be happy. We're living in our own world.
We're living in it. We're living in our own world.
my own world.
Love it. That was great.
Okay, so-
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for you guys for doing this again, because my mishap. But I had a lot of fun this time.
That's okay. And I will take us out with a song.
Well, please do. Yeah, so thank you very much, everybody, for listening to The Good Bit. You
Bye.
get,
Love you guys.
what
Bye.
song?
get us on Twitter
Sorry.
at The Good Bit Pod. This is The Good Bit Podcast. Recognise. Go for it.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na, yeah. You are the music in me. You know the words once upon a time. Made you listen. There's a reason. And when you fucking dream and the chance you'll find a little laughter or happy ever after, your harmony to the melody. they're going inside my head. A single
voice.
above the noise.
Of the noise.
So na 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 na. You're pulling me out. When I hear my favorite song, I know that we belong. Oh, you are the music in me. Yeah, it's living in all of us. It's fucking bright as hell, but God, you are the music in me. Na 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 na, yeah. Na 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 na, yeah. Oh, you are the music in me.
That was absolutely brilliant.
Sounds in my ear, and I don't know which ones to hear. Seven sounds in my ear, and I don't know which ones to feel, ones to feel, ones to feel. Words come from you, I don't know what to do, 'cause you can't hear these seven sounds in my ear. You know that I can listen.
How dare you?
How dare you?
I dare you.
Oh,
I
put your
double
phone
dare you.
on silent.
Was he Ewan Ferguson? I don't know where he is. Silent. Right.
Oh.
Are we ready, folks?
Yes.
Who's toes?
That was mad.
Who's toes?
Who's
Who's
toes?
toes? Who's toes?
Are we ready, folks?
No, it's like Anne's toes. I was like, Chris, come on.
I know I've got big feet. You know what that means? Big feet, larger chance for fungal infection. Here we go. Episode 29. It's time. How much?
Two face.
I was going to write a script for this.
The music.
Do you remember last time I tried to do this? And it was like trying to do all the High School Musical puns, and every single time I tried to open with it, I just couldn't do it.
Just look what you got there. Right, what time is it? It's time to go against the status quo. We got, it's the start of something new.
We're all in this together, so it's fabulous. Work this out, you're the music and me.
Wait, we started?
I have. Right, here we go. 3.
Start something new.
I'm ready to bop to the top.
What will I say? Now or never? Okay.
Right, come on, get your head in the
come
game.
on.
Okay, here we go.
You're the same every day.
Mate, I'm going to do what I want here. I'm going to go my own way. 3, 2, 1. This is the good... I went this. 3.
I could have bet on that.
3, 2, 1.
You're making me want to scream.
Let's go back. Where you go?
He's got to go his own way.
You want me to move
Right, come on, everybody, it's now or never.
Can I have this dance?
Right, sit down.
Here we go. And then 3, 2, 1.